Hello, besties! Welcome to Namu K-Waves. After a decade of quiet devotion, they will say yes. No red carpets, no fans, just two families, one private day, and a love story that started during a simple ad shoot in 2015. This is one of those headlines that feels like the final scene of a long drama. Yeah, finally! Shin and Kim Woo-bin are getting married on December 20, 2025 in Seoul. The ceremony will be private, with family and close friends. Their agency, AM Entertainment, made the announcement on November 20, 2025. Stick with me. This is not a simple wedding story. This is a 10-year slow burn that survived the brightest lights and the darkest nights. I will tell you the private details that are public, the moments that changed everything, and why this December day matters more than a single dress or a single venue. Watch until the end, because the last segment will reveal one quiet promise that explains everything. They met in 2015 during a shoot, a fashion ad. It is precisely the kind of ordinary, small moment that begins extraordinary stories. By July 2015, the reports were out that they had become close. They chose privacy. They chose to build a relationship away from constant headlines. That decision would shape everything. Imagine two talented people, both stars, deciding to be private. That is rare. It's like two protagonists choosing an untold subplot. The subtlety of their choice created curiosity. Fans watched small gestures instead of tabloids. Every quick airport photo, every unscripted smile became a scene in a longer film. Both actors rose on different tracks. Shin Min-ah's roles created a graceful presence on screen. Kim Woo-bin carved a commanding charisma. Their careers did not overshadow their bond. Instead, the bond became the quiet backbone of both careers. Public life demands performance. Private life demands sincerity. They learned to do both. They showed up at premieres. They stepped back when needed. Fans began to see their relationship not as a headline, but as a rhythm. That rhythm mattered more than spectacle. In May 2017, Kim Woo-bin was diagnosed with nasopharyngeal cancer. He halted activities and began treatment. It was a private battle fought under public gaze. Shin Min-ah stood quietly beside him. That quiet became the most visible declaration of loyalty. Picture late-night hospital corridors. The world outside the ward kept spinning. Inside, there was the small care, the steady presence, the whispered reassurance. This chapter is not about medical details. It is about how someone chooses to stay when everything turns uncertain. Confirmed. Diagnosis announced May 2017. Treatment followed. He later returned to public work. After the immediate crisis, there was recovery, slow and guarded. He returned to screens in later years, but that period cemented the meaning of togetherness for the couple and for their fans. For 10 years, they cultivated a life that looked ordinary and felt extraordinary at the same time. Private dinners, family time, work, support, low-key public sightings that fans treasured. This is where a wedding feels inevitable because it's the natural end of a decade of steady choice. Not every romance is dramatic. Some are made by mundane devotion. That is the story fans are celebrating. They cheered not only star power, but loyalty. That is why the December wedding feels like a shared victory for many people. On November 20, 2025, AM Entertainment issued a concise, respectful announcement. It confirmed the wedding date of December 20 in Seoul and asked for privacy for the private ceremony. The agency emphasized the deep trust that bonds the two actors. Kim Woo-bin also shared a handwritten note to fans, an intimate gesture that communicated gratitude and intention. These are the public breadcrumbs they leave, and fans follow them with care. Why does this wedding feel significant beyond romance? Because it's a public symbol of endurance. Many celebrity relationships fade under pressure. This one lasted 10 years through industry scrutiny and life-altering illness. It's a template for private resilience in a public life. What does this wedding mean to you? We will not invent details that were not announced. We will imagine the feeling. A private ceremony in Seoul with family and close friends. No grand parade, no red carpet. Just two people making a promise they've been shaping for 10 years. Soft winter light, close family chairs, the hush before vows, a quiet exchange of rings, a small smile, and a steady hand. A promise framed by years, not headlines. This is the image that many fans will carry forward. 10 years of choosing each other, trials, quiet joy, a public announcement, a private day. That is the arc of a love story worth following. Shin Min-ah and Kim Woo-bin are not only headlines today. They are a lesson about patience, loyalty, and the life that grows in the spaces away from cameras. If you love this video, do 3 things that help the channel. Like, subscribe, and comment one word that describes their 10-year journey. If you want an update on the wedding day itself, say update in the comments, and I will make a short verified follow-up after December 20 with only confirmed facts. Thanks for watching Namu K-Waves.